Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Lauri Pritchett and Aaron Smith. The two of you have been together for 2.5 years, married only for 7 months. In the courtroom with us, we have Jordy LaPointe. Good day to you as well. You are Mrs. Pritchett's witness, and we're going to talk to you momentarily. But before we do, I want to start with Mrs. Pritchett. Why don't you tell me, why are we in divorce court after only 7 months of marriage?
Well, Judge, I would like for you to advise me on my marriage and help save my marriage, with including Aaron running the streets. He's our sex life has changed drastically. We can't agree on family issues. Just
Nothing's going right.
Nothing's going right.
No, let's start out with him running the streets. Why don't you give me an idea how often he's gone, where he goes, and what, if you know, he does?
This is like every day. Every time I turn around, I mean, I could be in the kitchen cooking. I could be washing dishes. You know, I could be in the restroom. Next thing I know, I'll go outside to see what he's doing, smoking a cigarette or something, because we don't smoke in the house. And he's out, already, pew, gone. You know? And I'm like, he be turning his phone off for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours at a time. Turning the phone off, won't return my phone calls, any of this type of stuff. I mean, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to think?
Now, Mr. Smith, is she accurate with respect to your goings-on?
No, not really, but my wife, Lauri, she want me to be, my wife, Lauri, she want me to be.
Talk to me. She wants you to be at home.
Yeah, 24/7, but, you know.
Well, let me ask you, now, Mr. Smith, I'm gonna help you out. Now. Are you working?
Yeah,
You working?
I'm working 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Now, does he work 7 days a week?
Most of the time.
Okay. That's why it feels like he's not home a lot. That's one thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's part of it. After work, how often do you go out?
Just like on the weekends.
On the weekend, Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday. Be chilling. I'll just be
That's not
chilling
true.
with them boys.
That's not true.
Tell me what you see.
It's every day. Every day after he gets off work, he knocks off, come in, pew, he's out the door. He's going to do whatever he feels he wants to do. That's
Well,
not.
do you know what he's doing?
No, he said he's going to clear his mind, drink him a few beers, chill with his homeboys and stuff like this.
Do you clear your mind every day after work, and does that require leaving the house?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
Well, I understand you spend a lot of time tracking him, finding him, investigating things. Tell me what you do in order to determine his whereabouts.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, I don't track him. He tries to tell me that's what I do. No, I do not. I do not track him. You know, the only I did some investigations of my own in March.
What'd you do?
We was living in Texas for a few months, you know, with a family member and stuff like that. Well, whenever we was on our way back down here, whenever we got back to my family member's house, you know, I went to the U-Haul, came back in. Him and my parent was having a discussion, and I caught like the end of the conversation. So I'm like, well, what's going on? And so my mama said, oh, I found out that such and such said that he's texting his ex-girlfriend for the past week. For the past week, he's been texting his ex-girlfriend saying that he was gonna be with her when we got back home. Okay, so I'm like, where's your phone at? Where's your phone at? Oh, the phone suddenly disappeared. Said, look for me. Okay? So I'm like, really? Okay. So the next day he went to work. So what I did was I did some investigations. Because right before then, a couple of days before we had left to come back from Texas, a paper came out of his pocket. And it was like a login and a password. Okay? So I tried to use that and go on Facebook, but it wouldn't log in. I said, well, let me see, because, you know, they got Gmail, Yahoo's, etc.
Right.
So I hit one of them up, logged in, and it was an account that was created February 23rd. Okay? Then I went on the phone logs on his phone, and then February 23rd, some phone calls mysteriously was made to his phone. I called the number, it was disconnected. I said, really? So 2 weeks later, I called the number, and the ex-girlfriend answered the phone. So you tell me, so I showed him the information. He like, oh, that was my homeboy's number. No, it is not.
I talked to her.
Not. I talked to her. She answered the phone.
Mr. Smith, do you want to respond to that? She did a lot of good work.
She lied. You know what? She lied because Because
now look at me, Mr. Smith. Look at me.
You know, she lying.
I am not lying.
Lie.
No, I am not.
Judge, look out.
Black and white don't lie.
Man, I keep,
Mr.
you know,
Smith?
I keep it 100. I keep it 100. I mean, with my wife.
Bring it 100 for me.
know.
What's the truth of the matter?
The truth.
What's really going on?
I mean, you know, you say you know. I mean, this tell
Don't
me.
talk to. You could stay home
I mean,
and talk
just
to
tell
her.
me,
Talk
but
to me.
I mean,
Tell me where your wife is wrong.
Talked about the Facebook page. Don't have no Facebook page.
All right,
hear that.
Mr. Smith, do you know why Ms. LaPointe is here?
Why? Tell me why.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, not really.
Ms. LaPointe, why don't you come forward, please? And who are you to Ms. Pritchett and Mr. Smith?
I'm a good friend of Lauri's.
Okay. Do you have something you want to tell me about what's going on in this marriage?
Yes, ma'am.
Go right ahead.
Okay. It all started when they got married. Well, maybe before that, you know, he would call and try to talk to me and stuff like that. And,
What?
No. So, like, when we used to live by each other. And he used to come over and try to talk about their problems. And I'd be like, no, where's Lauri? Well, she's at home doing this, doing that. Well, why don't you bring her over here? I don't want to be alone with you. That's not right. And then around Mother's Day, he texts my phone after 11 p.m. talking about, hey, sexy, where you at? Can I come to your camper? I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I read the messages, and my boyfriend, he got upset and stuff like that. And
All right, hang on just a second.
He's not satisfying my needs like they need to be met. It used to be on an everyday basis. Now it's like maybe once a week if I'm lucky. I can't even get a kiss or a hug. Where they do that at? We just got married. We newlyweds. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather go drink beer, hang out with his friends and all this and
Man,
whatnot.
she tripping.
What
Hang on,
about
hang
me?
on.
What about me?
Hello, sexy. So what you doing? Is that what we got there?
yes, ma'am.
Hello, sexy. What you doing, Mr. Smith? What do you have to say? Did that happen?
Yeah, you know that happened. You know, look, but.
Why did that happen?
You know, I'm about to tell you what happened.
Okay.
You know, me, Lauri, got up into it. I left the house, you know. Then I called Jody, told Jody, say, look out, Jody, I need to talk to you. Jody say, man, for what? I say, me, Lauri just got up into it. I need to come over to talk to you.
But the use of
Yeah.
the word "hey, sexy" does not seem to indicate that you would want to speak to her about reconciliation within your marriage.
Hold up. I mean, that's that's a little nickname, you know. Before, look, hey, say, you know, before me and Jody was started talking on Facebook, you know. I gave Jody the name on Facebook, you know.
Mr. Smith, might I recommend you never engage in any criminal conduct whatsoever. I think you should play it straight and right. Don't gamble, don't do anything. Because you're just coming off looking all wrong and raggedy over there.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. LaPointe. I appreciate that. Have a seat. You got a good friend there. She came right to you with
Yes,
the
ma'am, she
nonsense.
did.
You know, some women, free radical women out there take advantage of a problem in your relationship.
Right,
So good for you. Ms. Pritchett, I'm going to ask you this. You say your sex life is no longer what it used to be. Why don't you tell me what's going wrong in the romance department?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, he's not satisfying my needs like they need to be met. It used to be on an everyday basis. Now it's like maybe once a week if I'm lucky. I can't even get a kiss or a hug. Where they do that at? We just got married. We newlyweds. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather go drink beer, hang out with his friends and all this and
Man,
whatnot.
she tripping.
What
Hang
about
on, hang on.
me? What about me? You know, I stay home, I cook, I clean, I do whatever you need me to do. Make sure your things are lined up for what you need to be done. As your woman, you know, you need to realize what you got before it's gone.
Mr. Smith, hang on. Let me phrase this for you so we can go somewhere with it. Okay, now look at me, Mr. Aaron. She's telling you a laundry list of problems that she has. she's not satisfied sexually. She got you texting her saying, hey, sexy. She's got your life all lined up just the way she wants it, and she feels like she's getting nothing in return, including some basic sex. Tell me where she got that wrong.
You know what, she started complaining so much.
She complains too much.
Yeah, she complained.
What does she complain about?
She be complaining like I be going out so much, you know.
Now, you said you don't go out very much. Why is she complaining then?
She always complaining about something, you know.
Well, other than that, what is she complaining about?
Every time I come home from work.
What she got to say?
She got to say something.
Hello? What? I mean, work with me. Work with me.
She talk about as soon as I come home, I tell her, look, babe, I'm about to go to the store. She could, whoop that is, complaining already.
Whoop that is.
Yeah.
Your food's cooked, your clothes are laid out for you to take a bath when you come home and stuff like that. Come on, give me me, give me my time. He has a nasty attitude, like he cannot be wrong about nothing. Everything that he say is right. He don't have no compromise within reason. You know, it's this
his way or the highway.
His way or it's gonna be hell to pay.
So, Ms. Pritchett, why don't you tell me about the complications this marriage has caused within your family?
Well, the complications with my family is many aspects, you know, like some racism, you know, with us being interracially married.
What have they said or done that makes you believe they do not like the fact that you are married to a black man?
For one thing, a family member had me on her life insurance policy, you know, as her beneficiary to handle her funeral arrangements and stuff like this. I mean, me and my husband,
she took you off the insurance?
She took me off of it in April. We was married at the end of March 26th. So she changed in April. And then she made comments like, oh, ain't nobody in the family wants to mess with you because you're married to a black man, or you got your with you know, and stuff like that.
The N-word?
Yeah, the N-word, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, Aaron has been a good man, you know, and stuff like that, and they just don't respect him, you know.
Right.
So at the same time, I respect him, you know, when it comes to my family. I respect his wishes, you know, and it draws us apart, and then it draws us together. You know,
because you got to fight a common enemy
like
in your family, but sometimes it just, when he does do wrong, they're like, see, I told you when you got
Right.
Now, Mr. Smith, how do you feel about how because I understand you live with her family, is that right? Mm-hmm. How did they treat you, and do you believe that your wife is stepping up on your behalf appropriately?
Yeah. I say yeah, but her family do be talking behind my back.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what it's doing. I mean, tell me the struggle, some struggle that you've had because of that.
I just don't feel right.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me what your primary frustration is? If there was one thing I could wave a magic wand and get her to do, what would it be?
To listen.
Listen to what? Because I got to tell you, Mr. Smith, and I'm not mad, but it's kind of hard to understand you. You're sort of all over the place with it. I don't get a simple declarative sentence from you. This is what she lying, you know, stuff like that. So here's what I did. Since it was so early in the marriage, I had you guys fill out compatibility tests. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that you were sure about each other is neither one of you likes the other one's attitude.
No, indeed.
Oh, no.
What is it about her attitude? How or what does she say that you find so annoying?
With her attitude, man, she got...
Give me an example, maybe.
Don't look at me.
Mr. Smith, I'm trying to help you a little bit. Tell me about the last time she made you angry with her attitude.
Today, this morning.
Tell me what happened this morning.
I told her, babe, the phone right up in the room. The first thing she done, left out the room, went to Jody's room. I went outside.
I missed it.
Sound like his fault to me.
I'm gonna go over to your wife. Maybe she can show me where it is.
Okay.
Miss Pritchett, what happened this morning that got everybody upset?
What happened was he forgot his own cell phone on the counter. I done had my stuff in my bag. Okay, that's on you if you left your things. That's not my problem. That's your problem. Don't get all upset at me for something that you did.
Will you tell me about what kind of attitude he displays towards you that upsets you so?
Okay, he has a nasty attitude, like he cannot be wrong about nothing. Everything that he say is right. He don't have no compromise within reason. You know, it's this
his way or the highway.
Yeah, his way or it's gonna be hell to pay.
Pritchett, I understand your frustrations.
Yes, ma'am.
It is difficult to bring a husband home to live in the house with your family because to them that's like, you know, bringing some dude off the street into their house to take care of. And that's hard to live with. And it's difficult to bridge that racial divide as well. So you've got pressures on you that are extraordinary.
Yes, ma'am.
Might I ask this of you, to remain calm in your comments and your criticisms to your husband?
Right.
Do not accelerate the situation. Don't make it worse. Don't make it louder, because decibel levels don't do it. What does it is a calm request and logic. I think that you have the ability, run circles around him.
Right.
Don't do that. He gets confused.
Right.
He's dizzy. Stay calm, stay cool, stay direct, stay clear about what you want. You need to stay home.
All righty.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
We don't, you know, you work every day and we want to see you. That's why we marry you people. We want to see you, we want to touch you, we want to tell you stories, we want to hear a few of yours. Give her that. Act like you love her. Act like it's a good thing to do. Yes, it might be easier to be out with the boys and the beer in the back. But you got this woman holding down the fort.
Amen.
Her mother is, you know, she's got a family member who's dying. Come home. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Come home. You got a good friend there. Tighten it up, Mr. Smith, because you're going to lose a good woman. This matter is adjourned.
Thank you, ma'am.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because me and Mallory have been having a lot of issues in our relationship. At some point, we were seeing a therapist, and we stopped going.
My husband has a really bad drinking problem.
I feel like a lot of her things that she's complaining about is very small, and it leads to a lot of arguments.
I told David if he doesn't stop, I'm done. And he pretty much just told me, that's fine, that's cool, go ahead.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Mallory Chavez and David Chavez. Mr. and Mrs. Chavez, you have been married for 2 years. You are concerned that your marriage will not survive and have come to me for my advice. You have 2 children together, and each of you have, I believe, has a child by another relationship. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Chavez, tell me, what is the problem?
Well, my husband has a relationship with something else, his alcohol. And it's hard sometimes. He'd rather be out drinking than with me or the kids.
Tell me some stories that would lead me to believe that alcohol is, in fact, a problem in your marriage.
All his money will go to that. He will be out and then forget to do things, you know, important things, because he was out drinking and forgot.
You got to give me something concrete. You got to say he forgot to pick up the kids, he did that, whatever it was. Tell me something.
Actually, when my son was born, he actually went out to drink and didn't come back for hours.
I just made that up. Give me some other examples. Does he drink every night?
every night.
And how much does he drink?
There's no number. He just will keep
Does
going.
he drink beer? Does he drink hard liquor?
Everything.
He drinks everything. Mr. Chavez, she says that you drink a lot. Do you?
I feel like I don't. And even when I do drink, I'm responsible about it. I go to work in the morning. I never miss work. I do take care of the kids. I do help her out.
Got any DUIs?
I do have one DUI.
So that's not drinking and being responsible, is it?
No, we went out together. I took her out, and
I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. I want you to tell me how much you drink in a given evening.
on a given evening, if I know I got to go to work, I'll probably have like 3 or 4
3 or 4 what?
beers.
3 or 4 beers. Ms. is that an accurate recitation?
No.
Can
Not even
you
close.
tell me anything, any instances that stand out for you that occur because of his drinking?
He'll get into fights with random strangers because he
Give me
thinks...
an example.
He went to a sports bar, and he saw some guy staring at him the whole night. So he went to fight him, and his friends jumped in, and he got beat up. And then the cops came, and instead of arresting the other guys, they arrested him because he had a warrant for his DUI.
That's a lie.
Anything else?
For Christmas, he was out drinking, and he got arrested again, and he missed Christmas because he was in jail.
Arrested for what?
Same thing for
Fighting? Are you an angry drunk?
The fights, I got into an altercation with somebody at a bar that I went to, and the whole situation just escalated. I didn't do anything to the person. I was by myself.
How many times you been arrested in the last 5 years?
2 or 3 times.
How many times has he been arrested in the last 5 years, would you say?
Not about that many times.
About 2 or 3 times.
But before that, he's been in and out of jail his whole life.
Mr. Chavez, why do you think this marriage is running off the rails?
She doesn't help me. She's controlling. She's constantly nagging.
Give me an example of her controlling behavior.
I mean, her controlling behavior can be anything, like even eating. When we go to eat somewhere, if she doesn't want it, we're not going to have it. And she will just make a big issue about it.
Like if you don't want to go to the same restaurant she wants to go to, she makes a big issue of it?
Yeah, she will make a big issue about it. We'll start arguing. And then it gets to a point to say, we'll just go home. Or, you know what, that's it. I don't want to eat no more. You go figure something. And she's even left me in the middle of streets at times when that's happened.
Well, tell me about that. Tell me about the time she left you in the middle of the street.
Well, I can tell you about a time where it wasn't even in the street. It was actually another state where she left me.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, well, it was my birthday and also some of her family's birthday, and she wanted to plan for us to go to Vegas. And during that trip, the only thing that I wanted to do was just see a friend that I haven't seen in years. And she agreed to it, but the whole time that we were there, we were pretty much just arguing, and we were doing everything that her family wanted to do. So when it came time to me to hang out with my friend, we didn't. It caused an argument. I did get upset, and I said, you know, it's my birthday. Can I at least do one thing I'd like to do? And she told me, no, I'm not going to do this. If you don't like it, get out of here. Matter of fact, get your stuff. Don't even stay in the room anymore. And I ended up having to take a Greyhound home the next day.
Did you leave him in another state?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not gonna lie, I did that, but it was much more than that. It wasn't just that. He got drunk and started verbally abusing me. So I told him, I'm not gonna have that, especially when my family's around.
Were you imbibing at the time this incident occurred?
I think we were all drinking. It was Vegas, but I mean, as far as that situation, I wasn't.
You say that he drinks up all of your bill money. Tell me what happens.
Well, the only bill that David pays for is his part of the rent. He doesn't pay anything else. So at times, I've checked his account. He has hundreds of dollars in his account, but he won't buy our son diapers or anything.
How about utilities,
He
insurance,
needs,
anything like that?
He needs all that
Yeah.
for his DJing, but won't put money
Mr.
for it.
Chavez, she claims you only pay half of one bill, and she's distraught by it. She thinks you're using the money to buy alcohol. Why don't you tell me what you believe is going on?
What I know is going on is that I've helped with the bills. I've helped with utilities. There's even been a situation to where I was giving her money for utilities, and we moved into a new apartment, and all of a sudden I wake up the next morning and I'm going to go turn on the lights, and there's no power. So when I asked her what happened, where was the money, she said, she didn't pay it. She had her car payment to pay or something else. So I even pawned my other DJ equipment just to help out the situation because we didn't have money at the time. And she told me she would even help me get that out. And to this day, it's still in there.
Yeah. Your phrasing, I help with the bills. She don't want help. She wants a husband.
Right.
You know? Now, how often do you have sex?
I'm lucky if I get it maybe 3 times a year.
Ms. Chavez, is he accurate that, you know, that sex is almost non-existent at your house? And if so, why?
We already have 2 kids together. I do my part.
So, Mr. Chavez, why don't you tell me what happened when you had to pawn your wedding ring?
Well, it's for that same bill, the electricity bill. So he pawned his DJ equipment and I pawned my rings. But never have I ever even asked him, get them out, get them out. I expected to do it on my own when I could. So I even told him, I'll give you half for the DJ equipment because it's expensive. It is, I'm not going to lie. But I shouldn't have to pay for my own rings to get out plus his equipment when it's a team effort.
But, Mr. Chavez, she says in her papers that alcohol infuses everything that happens with respect to you. She hasn't told me that here. I haven't, and I don't know if she's not bringing up the stories or simply that's not the case. So I'm just going to ask you, if you had a son who was like your age and he was drinking as much as you and drinking caused whatever events happening in your life that were in his life, would you be comfortable?
I wouldn't be concerned because I know the way I drink is not the way it's being portrayed right now.
Okay, so you don't think you have a drinking problem at all?
No.
Okay. You seem committed to that position, but you've been with him for a while. I don't hear a lot of stories about it. Is there something you want to tell me? Because what you're saying doesn't meet what I was reading here.
Yeah. Well, when we first got together, he didn't drink. And I actually did because I had just turned 21. So I was drinking a lot more than he was because the doctor told him he couldn't because his liver was really bad. He was drinking so much that his liver was giving out on him.
Did your doctor warn you that your liver could not take any more alcohol?
No, I got into a situation where I did drink a lot that night, and I was just throwing up. I was throwing up one time, and I went to the doctors, and they said it was a little high that day. When I went to see
alcohol, what was a little high?
My liver.
The enzymes coming from your liver were causing, it's probably not just a one-day thing. You know what I mean? When your liver starts screaming, it's just not because of one night.
Right.
You imagine it would be a little more than that, right?
Right. But at the time, I wasn't even drinking that much, but I was going overboard when I was drinking when I was younger.
Okay. You say that she, there's no sex.
Oh, my God.
None, Your Honor.
Tell me what's not going on generally.
Well, I mean, when we first met, I was pretty honest with her. I told her about all my situations and stuff, and I felt like we kind of hit it off pretty good. And when it came to that, we could stop in public, we can be somewhere.
You were having sex all the time?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how often do you have sex?
I'm lucky if I get it maybe 3 times a year.
Ms. Chavez, is he accurate that, that sex is almost non-existent at your house? And if so, why?
We already have 2 kids together. I do my part, but I'm not going to go above and beyond for him when he'll stay out and not come home or not, like I said, not help with the bills. Like, I need somebody that's physically there, like he's going to be there whenever I need him, not, oh, I just need you right now for 30 seconds.
I think you feel like the money is all on you, and he's always drinking, and it's always a problem, and you're scared, you don't feel supported and cared for. You feel like you support and care for him.
Oh,
That's what I think, based on what you wrote.
Exactly.
Did you hear what she thinks?
I hear what she thinks, but just like everything, she lies all the time.
So, Mrs. Chavez, why do you believe Mr. Chavez is cheating?
Because I've seen it in his phone.
Tell me what you've seen.
I found text messages from his ex.
What did they say?
One of them, I think she picked him up from work one day, and then he was saying some things that he doesn't say to me, like, come here, let me give you a massage, and let me do this and that.
So were you sending suggestive text messages to an ex?
No. As far as the situation where she said about picking me up, I have kids with her as well. And the thing is that she doesn't understand it in another way that she's controlling. She met with me because my daughter just started school, so she needed papers that I needed to sign.
Right.
For, responsibility reasons. And anything that has to do with that, with me talking to my ex, is an issue with her. Even if I'm just trying to make a good relationship between me and her for the kids.
You do understand that he has to stay in contact with someone who has his child. You understand that, right?
That, but they don't need to be doing massage and whatnot. I have
You're
messages.
not offering
so,
the massager, are you?
No. There's been a situation to where she's called me about my son and just says, hey, I'm starting to have problems with him in school or homework. So if the conversation goes a little bit more than a minute and she knows that I'm talking to her, she'll be in the background telling me, hang up, you need to hang up. And then when I do hang up, she goes, so what took you so long? Why were you talking that long on the phone with her? Why can't you just talk to him when you see him?
Okay.
Well, Judge, I actually have evidence, so.
Oh, well, let me see it. And while I'm looking at this evidence, Mr. Chavez, why don't you tell me why you think this marriage is off the rails? You don't think it's your drinking. You say you're not cheating. And you say she's controlling. Is the control issue the sole issue for you, and the sex the sole issue for you?
No, I've done my part. And the thing is that she gets help all the time, whether it's from her family members or friends. And even with the money situation, I do help. The thing is that I try to use my money for things that we need. And she'll try to use it just because she doesn't want to cook or she wants to eat out. Or if you see her nails, those are changing every single week. And that's like $80 to $100.
These text messages are somewhat suggestive. I mean, there is a massage text in there. I'm staring into a vacuum, and I don't know why. It's as if you two aren't in the same room at all. Usually people come in with two sides to an issue. You don't even have the same issue. It's like, and I can't figure out who's telling me the truth because, you can't tell me many stories, and the stories you tell me are so long and circuitous and all this, that, and the other. So I really don't know what I'm dealing with here. I don't know why your marriage is ending. And I don't think you know why your marriage is ending. I think you know why you want to go. I think you feel insecure. I think you feel like the money is all on you, and he's always drinking, and it's always a problem, and you're scared, you don't feel supported and cared for. Mm-hmm. You feel like you support and care for him. Oh, That's what I think, based on what you wrote.
Exactly.
Did you hear what she thinks?
I hear what she thinks, but just like everything, she lies all the time. And she makes up a story, and it's just to get attention off herself. Even right now, her cell phone bill, she hasn't paid that thing in months, and she wanted a new phone, and I pay for it. I do help her with a lot of things, and I just feel like I don't get credit for it half the time.
Okay. Are you a 50-50 participant economically in the household?
I am. I feel like I'm more than that.
You want to stay married, Mr. Chavez?
I do, to some certain extent.
Yeah. If I could wave a magic wand and fix one thing about Mr. Chavez to make this marriage salvageable, what would you ask me to do?
I would ask you just for her to even have a little bit more respect.
More respect?
Yes.
Mrs. Chavez, if I could wave a magic wand, I would imagine you would tell me that your wish would be that he drink less. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Drink less and contribute?
If he doesn't have to drink at all, we'll be happy. It's just everything. We're losing everything because he drinks just too much. It's ridiculous. Everybody that knows David knows him because he drinks. Are
you known as a drinker in your community?
I've known to have a couple.
Yeah. So you do know. See, you smiled when you said that. So you do know. And And here's what I'm going to say to you, Mr. Chavez. I think you do drink a lot, and I think that's why she's upset. I think she feels insecure, and when women often get insecure, they get loud and mouthy because they're frightened, and fear comes out as anger. And you didn't acknowledge anything she said in here, not her pain, not what she was seeing, or not what she was doing. But when I asked you if the community saw you as a drinker, you smiled. You see what I mean? You dismiss her completely, but you know there's a drinking thing going on because everybody at home knows you as a drinker. See what I'm saying? She's worth not having beers with the buddies for 2 weeks. Now, go home and give me that. And if you can't, ask yourself, what does that mean about my relationship with alcohol?
Right.
That's what I would ask of you. I wish you both luck. I can't really help you other than ask him to see that because I really didn't get a clear vision of what was going on. And I do think that's clearly your issue with him is his drinking, and I think you probably minimize it. And I would, you know, I don't know. You got to look, see what you find. All right?
Thank
2
you.
weeks. See if you can do it. I know you can't do it. You're going to drink tonight, aren't you?
Probably.
Yeah, see there? You got an issue with alcohol.
I'll
Don't
give it a
do it
shot.
to your kids. Don't do it to your kids. This matter's adjourned.
I honestly don't think there's hope for David. I think that until he's ready, he's just gonna ruin everything that's around him. If he just keeps drinking, I'm done. I'm leaving.
The judge gave me a challenge to quit drinking for 2 weeks. I feel like the only way that I can fail is if Mallory and me have a situation and she causes me to leave the house and to drink.
Today on Divorce Court.
My biggest problem with Maurice is he never takes me seriously when it's time to communicate.
Nicole's always nagging me. She nags me about everything from how I dress, what I'm cooking for dinner, how I interact with the kids.
I want the judge to tell Maurice to stop being selfish, stop procrastinating, and start taking care of his family.
I love being a father to all our kids, but sometimes I wonder if that's the only reason we're staying together.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Nickel B. Downing and Morris Davis. The two of you have been together for 3 years. You have 2 children together, but you do not want to be together anymore. Ms. Downing, I want to talk with you first. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why you're here, and give me a little background about you.
I grew up in church with my mom till about 17 years old. Every day we'd be in church except Friday.
Every day?
Every day. Every day we'd be in church except Friday. It was always something for us to do. Sunday morning, Sunday night, we're in service. Tuesday, children's service. Wednesday, prayer. Thursday is the young adult service. Friday, we had the day off, and Saturday it was witnessing. So we definitely was in church, and it was normal for our lifestyle.
Right.
Some of part of our religion, we couldn't wear pants. We couldn't have, parts of our bodies showing. It was, like I said, it was a normal childhood for us. Everything was fine till about 17 years old. We parted from the church, and so my mother.
Your whole family parted from the
family.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an incident there, and so my mother allowed us to kind of be free to do whatever we wanted to do as children. And then my parents started working nights, both of them. And so we partied at the house.
Right.
They would leave at night. We'd have friends come over, and we had fun. You know, it was the weekend, partied, cleaned up the house, and by the time they got home, and perfect kids at 6 a.m.
I got you. I happen to know you've got 7 children.
Yes.
From 6 different guys.
Yes. From 5.
From 5 different guys.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I missed the count.
Yes.
How do you go from church 6 times a week to 5 different baby daddies?
Well, we didn't really have a chance to even have so much fun. So when I got introduced to some of the guys that I dated, I kind of believed what they said until I found out that it was all a lie. That once I had a kid, it was like, oh crap, what did I get myself into?
What were they telling you?
Just different stuff like, you know, when I first met them, oh, I have this wonderful job and I'm stable, and, you know, the girlfriends before, you know, it was their fault, the reason why they split, until I dated the first child's dad.
We have a graph here.
Yes, yes.
You get it together. So in 2003.
Yes.
And he was lying and he was telling you all that stuff.
And 2003 is when I gave birth. So 2002 he was lying and telling me all that stuff. Yeah.
And then he just dropped you?
And then I dropped him.
And then you took a year break there.
I did.
And then we
15
got
months,
a girl in 2005. How'd that happen?
A girl in 2005. I just moved to Moreno Valley, and I ended up meeting this gentleman. We hit it off pretty good. He would take me out and, you know, take me to the movies, take me out to eat. I met his family, and it just so happened that he was killed. So, yeah, he was murdered while I was pregnant.
Yeah. My goodness. Now, in 2008, who'd you meet?
In 2008, in 2007, I met my husband at the time.
Okay.
And so he's very family orientated, but I noticed that he had some controlling ways. So I would confide in my mother, and she'd be like, hey, you know, you just got to be submissive. This is your husband now. Mm-hmm. So after being submissive, I realized I don't care what till death do us part. He's too controlling, and I'm not going to take it. He would crash all the cars that we had. I bought a car every month and I was with him as his wife for a year. Mm-hmm. So I bought a car each month for a whole year. And then I had my child, and I left him. I said, this is it. I'm not taking it. When my baby gets here, I'm leaving you. And I did.
Okay, 2013.
2013, after all that chaos, I decided I want to have some fun. I decided I'm going to date someone that has their own place. I have my own place. We won't live together. I want to have some fun. So I dated my fourth child's dad, and that's what it was. It was fun for the whole year.
Now, I understand fun, but by that time, wouldn't you think you would start thinking about contraception just a little bit?
Well, I did. I did. 2009, I didn't have a kid, so, I mean, I'm just saying, I did.
But you have to use contraception every time you have sex. You can't just use it in 2009 and expect it to work.
Well, in 2009, I met the gentleman, so at the end of us departing is when I got pregnant in 2010. And I had my child, so.
Where are we, 2014?
We passed 2010, and now we're 2013.
2013. Who was he?
Booty call.
No birth control on a booty call?
No birth control on a drunk booty call. No, ma'am. Your Honor.
Well, ma'am, it's cool.
Okay.
2014.
I met this gentleman, Maurice.
And the last two are his?
Yes.
Woo! Long way to get to you. How you doing, Mr. Davis?
All right, yourself?
I'm doing all right. Well, Mr. Davis, I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk for a minute about what's going on in your marriage.
Okay.
Ms. Downing, do you believe that Mr. Davis is cheating on you?
I wouldn't necessarily say cheating, but he's messaging females.
Did you see any of your messages, and what did it say?
How are you doing, beautiful? I didn't know that you were that age. Oh, you look young for your age. Can I get to know you? When can I meet up?
So how you doing over there, Mr. Davis?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. She told a very long story. You stood there. I appreciate that. I'm going to ask her how you two met, and then I'm really going to let you say something. Ms. Downing, how did the two of you meet?
So I decided to go on a dating site and look for a particular, just someone to talk to. At the time, I was 9 months pregnant with my fifth child, and I just wanted conversation. I didn't even really want to meet anyone. So most of the people that were talking to me was very aware that I was pregnant, but they would say stuff like that was inappropriate, like, can we meet up at 12 midnight to have sex? Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to do that. You're a creep. Next. So that's when I met the gentleman, Maurice, and nothing that he said to me was sexual in any type of way. Every time that I would speak to him, every time we'd message, it was clearly, how's your day? How many children do you have? How are they? How are, their personality? And I bet, at the time he was 2. I bet the 2-year-old is rambunctious. It was a regular conversation.
Way to go, Mr. Davis. Loving
regular
that.
conversation.
Loving
Amazing.
That. Now, I've got to ask you something, Mr. Davis. Did not the fact that she had so many children frighten you at all before you got into a relationship with her?
No, because I thought her personality was, a wonderful personality, and I really liked it, so.
So the kids didn't scare you?
No, not at all.
When did you start living together?
Almost immediately.
You never take your time, do you?
No.
Mr. Davis, when she moved in with all of those kids, did you find that difficult? Or
No.
did you enjoy that?
I actually enjoyed it. I enjoy being a father to all the kids, but I'm afraid that's like the only reason why we're still together right now.
What's wrong with the relationship between the two of you?
Mainly communication. There's a lot of, arguing and bickering and fussing.
What's your biggest issue that you argue about?
I guess me cheating, but I'm not cheating.
But she thinks you're cheating.
Yeah, exactly. She wants to go through my phone and,
chase
check
you
my
around, where
messages.
you've been,
Exactly.
grilling you, investigation. Ms. Downing, do you believe that Mr. Davis is cheating on you?
I wouldn't necessarily say cheating, but he's messaging females.
Did you see any of your messages, and what did it say?
How are you doing, beautiful? I didn't know that you were that age. Oh, you look young for your age. Can I get to know you? When can I meet up?
Do you do that kind of thing, Mr. Davis?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I have. That's not what's going on currently.
But why did you?
Why we would get into it, we get into some real harsh arguments, and she say some real harsh things. But at the same time, I went through her phone and saw, exchange she was having with the gentleman exactly. That was very inappropriate, about, can I come through? Can we hang out? That type of thing.
I got you. Ms. Downing, you said in your papers that you believe at this juncture he's not in love with you anymore and he's just staying for the kids. And I want to figure out why you feel that way. What is it you want him to do for you that he hasn't been doing?
Those messages that he sends the other females, hi, beautiful, can I hear that? I gave you 2 kids. That's better than I gave everybody else.
Why do you believe that he's just there for the kids and he's fallen out of love with you?
The house that we live in is not warm anymore. It's not, I used to want to watch movies with him and sit with him, and it's like we just mechanically walk around the house. We just take care of the kids. It's, because they're 7, and I got 3, a 2, and a 14-day-old child, we just basically take care of what the children need and what the house needs. He does cooking, I do cleaning. He takes care of the 2- and 3-year-old. I, right now, take care of the 14-day-old. And if I need to take a shower or something, I give our daughter to him, take a shower, come back, feed her. It's mechanical.
Let me present this to you. Anyone who has that number of small children are going to find themselves in that situation where all they are doing is taking care of the children. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you don't love one another. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mr. Davis, do you love her?
Yes.
Are you still happy to be there?
Yes, very much. But once again, she nags so much, like every day is like multiple times during the day.
Are you an all-day commentary kind of person?
Yeah.
You get angry a lot?
I wouldn't say angry, I get annoyed a lot.
Tell me what you get annoyed about.
I get annoyed about the fact that my child is 14 days old and the house is a mess. Such as, example, my 2-year-old likes to eat and walk around the house. Well, with that many children, you have to be constant on cleaning. You have to pick up after them constantly. So if he's walking around the house with food, the 3-year-old, who knows the rules by now, wants to do the same thing too. And so I say, hey, Maurice, you need to tell him to go, you need to put him back in the high chair.
Are either of you working?
Not right now.
Wow. Let me ask you, Ms. Downing, are you in love with Mr. Davis?
I love him.
But you're not in love with him?
I don't know, really.
Mr. Davis, are you in love with Ms. Downing?
No, but I love her.
Do you think that is a function of you simply have so much chaos going on in the house with all those kids that you haven't been able to feed the union, and that can be fixed by turning your focus and how you treat one another even in the midst of the chaos?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Ms. Downing? You seem a little angry with him. You're annoyed.
Just hurt.
Hurt
That's
by?
all. Hurt by the fact that he doesn't notice that I'm hurt. About the fact that I don't think he really cares that I'm hurt.
What are you hurt about?
Feeling neglected by him.
What is it you want him to do for you that he hasn't been doing?
Those messages that he sends the other females, hi, beautiful, can I hear that? I gave you 2 kids. That's better than I gave everybody else.
Mr. Davis, what do you have to say about this? I mean, you were messaging for how many years? Was it over a long time?
No, it was just like on and off, like whenever, we would get into it, because trust, when we get into it, she says stuff that I would never say to her. You get what I'm saying? That I would never say to another person, period.
Right.
So, I mean, if I can't talk to you, I'm gonna talk to somebody else.
Do you think this is fixable?
I mean, I think anything's fixable.
Do you want to fix it?
Yeah.
Do you want to fix it?
I just want my best friend back.
Do you want to fix it?
Yes, if it's fixable.
Yeah. Ms. Downing, let me tell you something. Sometimes things take time. I think you make decisions very quickly, and you make assumptions very quickly about, well, he doesn't love me because he's not doing this or not doing that or the other thing. And what happens in a marriage is you get caught up, especially when it gets messy. You got a lot of kids, a lot going on. You get frustrated by things. And when you get frustrated by things, you say things that you don't mean. And he says that you say some outlandish things, and I bet you roll when you get angry.
Yeah.
I mean, you roll at him.
Yeah, I do.
And he responded inappropriately, no doubt. But that's not a relationship-ending kind of thing. What you have to do is conduct your business at a rational level.
We don't have any romance. I went out on 1 date.
It's hard to be romantic if you're firing guns at him all the time. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to be romantic when you got all those kids around. You can't tag him with failure to be romantic simply because you're in circumstances where romance is so very difficult to get to.
And
see what I'm saying?
He can't fire at me if he got time to be romantic with Judy, Jane, and Holly. Where you get that time from?
I think you cause some of your own problems.
True.
And I think he responds to them inappropriately. But you've got to still blame yourself for causing the problem to begin with.
True.
If you've forgiven him for that, you haven't really, because you're still living on it.
Yeah, it's too many.
But he stopped, has he not?
For 14 days. Last month.
You know, Ms. Downing, all I want you to do when you leave here is to be less angry. It's not his job to make the marriage romantic. It's both of your jobs.
Yeah.
And if you're not a person to be loved on, it's hard to love on you.
Right.
And I think that you need to let go of all that nonsense with the text. Push the reset button, because you got 7 kids. Go home, make an hour for yourselves every day. I don't know if you can get a babysitter or what's going on, and get an hour for yourself every day and talk. And when you have something that you're upset with him about, if you're upset about the diapers, don't give him text message anger with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, Mr. Davis, I think you're a good dude. I think you love her. I think you love her kids. I think you're a silly guy for doing all those texts, but I understand what it's like to be in a house where you feel like you're being, rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat on, but that's not the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna smooth it out. You gonna quit the texting, and then if you can afford it, go see a marriage counselor, because those kids deserve a shot at a two-person home.
I agree.
You know what I mean? They deserve a shot at it. And you're two good people. Nobody's done anything that wrong. You're just in a tough spot, and you responded poorly. And you can't get over it, and now you're responding poorly. So that's where we are. I hope you two do stay together, but get some help and don't have no more babies.
I don't want no more.
Get something fixed or something.
4 weeks.
Let it go.
4 weeks.
This matter adjourned.
After listening to what Judge Lynn said today, I think that my relationship might work out just with a little bit more counseling. Because I think we still need to talk about a lot of things and just address the feelings.
I really love Nakobe, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it work. I'm not going to, communicate with anybody outside the relationship, and I'll seek counseling as well.
Today on Divorce Court.
My wife needs to understand that we're in this relationship together. We are equals, and even though we both have our own careers, we need to work on this relationship as a team.
Brandon may be older than me, but I'm far more responsible than he is in this relationship.
I believe the age plays a big role in this relationship.
I love Brandon, and I want to fight for our relationship, but if things don't change, I will have to walk away.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Kara Martin and Brandon Tripp. Your marriage is in trouble. You do not have any children together yet, but you want some redirection because you don't know what to do. So I'm going to start with Ms. Martin. Why don't you tell me why you believe we're here today?
I believe we're here today because Brandon is very controlling in situations that we have, especially with arguments and basically like our livelihood. Brandon is very controlling.
Now, give me an example of something he's done that's controlling.
Well, Brandon one time has came to my work. He stalked me. I guess I was at work, and he talked to a coworker of mine to try to get some type of story out of what does Kara do at work, how does Kara act at work, does Kara act like she's in a relationship at work.
Mr. Tripp, did you do that?
It wasn't at work, though. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't at work. It was on a random street.
It was on a you was talking to a woman on a random street about your wife's conduct?
I heard she wasn't wearing her ring. I heard she wasn't wearing her ring at work. I had to find out.
Why wasn't I wearing my ring?
If you hear your wife ain't wearing her ring, what you gonna do? Or if you hear your husband ain't wearing his ring?
I'm not wearing mine.
Oh, I don't know what to say about that one.
We've been married 27 years. Tell me a little bit about how you two get together. You're awfully young to have been married 2 years. You're 21 and you're 31. How did this happen?
I was 17 at the time, and Brandon was 27. It was kind of like a fluke, I guess, but he met me, he walked up to me, how he approached me, it was respectful, and I'd never been approached that way before, especially by a man. I realized he was older, and I mean, it didn't bother me at the time. It still doesn't bother me. I realized he was hunched over, and I could tell something was wrong with him until later on he let me know he was in remission of cancer, and I think that brought us closer.
But 18, that's so young to get married. Was your family worried?
Oh, yeah, they were worried. They had things to say at the age of 17.
Yeah.
Of course, they had things to say.
But you didn't listen.
No.
17-year-olds rarely do. So one of the issues I believe Mr. Tripp has is that he doesn't believe you're supportive of him in his medical care. He's got cancer, and he says that, you don't help him out, you don't go to doctor's visits, you won't go get his medicine. I mean, pretty much that you just, not doing anything for him. Is that accurate?
No, ma'am. I don't know what he was referring to.
Well, let's ask him. Mr. Tripp.
It's on me?
It's on you.
On me. Let's do it. All right. To be honest with you, I got diagnosed with cancer in 2010, September, a couple days after my birthday. Met this beautiful lady, February 13th. We clicked. She understood the complications I was having with my illness, with the discomfort of taking my pain regimens. But she seems to not care. When it's time for her to give me my medication, either it's late or she has some excuse where she's doing something else, I guess. And I also try to keep her up with it, but then she says I'm just taking over her job. So I don't know what to do. If I'm in pain and it's late, then I'm just supposed to fend for myself. And I don't understand how that's support.
Are you backing them up? I mean, cancer is a tough thing to go through. There's a lot of pain involved, fear. The treatment itself is very painful. Are you not getting him his medicine? Are you not going to visits with them?
I give him his medicine when he asks for it. There's times he will say, oh, no, babe, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I got it. And then he will use it later on in an argument. Oh, you didn't give me my medicine the other day. There has been another time, a doctor's appointment. I've tried to go with him to his doctor's appointment, but I will be the one speaking for him. I feel like he won't let the doctor know what's actually wrong with him.
Well, Ms. Martin, can I say this about that?
Yes.
All men do that. I go to the doctor with my husband, and he says nothing, and I tell him what's wrong with him. You know why? Because this men don't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not a him thing. That's a dude thing. It is.
Well, the dudes need to get together and have a conversation.
I got this one time, though.
They don't like. It is not within them. It's not something their brain wants to do to show weakness. You know, emotionally, they don't want to show weakness. So to tell the doctor, I heard this is a problem, blah, 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 you know, it goes against their natural grain. And you know, we women love to watch you and talk about you. So, you know, Ms. Martin, you think Mr. Tripp is lazy. Why do you think he's lazy?
At times, I think he's lazy because I understand he's in pain at times, but it will be times like us getting into an argument, and we will be arguing because he's letting me know how much he's in pain. He'll randomly, if we're in a car, he'll randomly hop out the car, run as far as he can. If I pull over and get out, he'll run faster. That's all the energy he has.
Do you get out of the car and run?
I get out the car, but I don't run. I just tell her to get away from me and walk very fast. If you want to call that running.
How do you get into arguments about his pain medication? I don't get that.
This is how. I'm going to tell you how Miss Angel over here ain't telling the truth. It was a time where I ran out of pain medication and could not refill it due to my insurance. I had a friend that had a mother take the exact same medication I took. It's a nerve medication. This one decided I'm only calling the mother because I want to cheat. And that's not the case. I needed my medication. She claims that I'm weak because I couldn't move without my medication. It's times I can't get up. It's times like my body's in pain. And what am I supposed to do? Fake it? What if I fall out? Then what is she gonna do? I'm no help to her.
Now he's trying to make me sound like a bad guy. No, ma'am. No, I did not.
But why do you think you guys get into arguments about his medication? I don't get it.
Because he's hard-headed, like I said. If he could be complaining to me how much he's in pain, but then go out and act like it's nothing wrong with him. And my thing is, don't complain to me when I'm trying to find a solution for you to help you with your pain. If I tell him, go to your doctor, take your test, or go ask your doctor if you get a different medication, he doesn't want to do any of that.
Okay, I got you.
One time I was on my way to school and he wanted to pick my outfit out. He threw a fit that I did not wear what he wanted me to wear exactly.
Mr. Tripp, why would you throw a fit?
You want to know why?
Because she wouldn't wear the outfit.
Give me the whole
you pick
detail.
up.
First off, when I was younger, dated 16, that's all I did was design and make clothes and the artist and doing all that.
He punched a hole in the wall. Just don't forget that part.
Okay, that's irrelevant. But anyway.
No, that's relevant, but
that's irrelevant.
But we'll talk about that later. Mr. Tripp, do you think that your age gap at all brings any conflict in your union?
I believe that the age difference brings a lot in the conflict of our relationship, and this is why. At times where it's time for me to pay the bills, or I get paid, this one over here want to critique how I spend the money, how I do it. But she eating, got clothes, car, roof over the head, got the internet, Wi-Fi, hotspot, everything. But when it's at the end of the month, we're doing bad though. Oh, now I'm the big spender, the big roller that just destroys the house. Like I just go out and gamble all day long. Like I can't keep money every day, doing the best I can.
Wow.
Ms. Martin, do you complain about the money?
I complain how it's spent, yes.
Now, what do you think he's doing wrong?
I feel like once he feels like certain things are paid, that just because it's money in your pocket that you need to
supposed to
spend it all
spend it, yeah.
because it's in your pocket. And I let him know, no, that's how people save. That's how people get somewhere. They save their money. They stack it up. But to him, it's, oh, my money's there. I have money so I can spend it. I'll get money next month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's tight at the end of the month, you're not running it right. You know what I mean? If it's tight at the end of the month, you're buying too much stuff. Because, you know, stuff can happen. You could lose your job, you know, things happen. You got to have some money extra at the end of the month. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you got a lot of gadgets, right?
Right. You right.
And I know some people just like gadgets, you know, in line for the first iPhone and all of that, but
Right.
you got to be able to afford it.
Yes, ma'am.
And just because you can pay for it doesn't mean you can afford it. It's two separate things.
Right.
You say he treats you like a child. What do you mean?
Because he's controlling. He's very overbearing. One time I was on my way to school and he wanted to pick my outfit out. And this is not just one time, this is a lot of times. But this one particular story, he wanted to pick my outfit out. He picked out some tan pants. And how I dress is kind of different, but I guess he feels like he knows my style. So he picked out some tan pants. The shirt was black and blue, and the pants were black. I mean, the shoes were black and blue. But the pants, I wanted to wear regular jeans, and he wanted me to wear the tan pants. I felt like because they were a little bit tight, that's probably why he wanted me to wear them. But he threw a fit that I did not wear what he wanted me to wear exactly.
Now, Mr. Tripp, why would you throw a fit?
You want to know why?
Because she wouldn't wear the
give
outfit
me the whole
you pick
detail.
up.
First off, when I was young, at the age of 16, that's all I did was design and make clothes and the artist and doing all
He
that.
punched a hole in the wall. Just don't forget that part.
Okay, that's irrelevant. But anyway.
No, that's relevant, but we'll talk about that later. It is relevant, but Mr. Tripp, I'm going to let you tell your side of the story.
Yes, ma'am.
Give him a chance.
It wasn't that simple. See, the fit was, the shirt was black with a tan, and it was a Converse shirt with the same exact blue to match with the shoes she had on. So the tan was only to bring out what was in the shirt. She didn't want to wear it because, I don't know, maybe she had another, plan to wear it, I guess, but I didn't see why. I bought it for that particular reason. I didn't know why she was trying to alter it and mix it up like a Rubik's Cube. I didn't get it.
Now, Mr. Tripp, she's a grown woman. If she wants to wear, a different kind of outfit, what's that got to do with you? And the deep part is, did you actually punch a hole in the wall over it?
I punched it. It wasn't because of the outfit, because of heated sand in the argument, which made me just go He-Man on the wall.
So you really argued about whether or not her clothes matched.
This is what the situation is. When I take her shopping or vice versa do for me, we go get what we exactly want. We don't play that, oh, here, I thought of you. So when she went in there and bought what she bought, I understand when it was time for her to go to school, how this wasn't the exact outfit she wanted to wear. I didn't get it.
Now, Mr. Tripp, you sounded like a Tripp. Clothes can be mixed and matched. You shouldn't lose your mind if it's not like garanimals. We're all grown up now.
Right.
It seems like
nobody
he
knows
thinks
what
I don't
garanimals are.
There was a fight that happened. A family member put their hands on Brandon, not once but twice, and a family member also put their hands on me one time. And that has been a big issue in our relationship because Brandon thinks that I don't have his back when it comes to them having their feelings or their ways or their disrespect towards him.
Is your family unusually aggressive? Ms. Martin, you say you get a lot of interference from family in your relationship.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, there was a fight that happened between us.
Y'all fight a lot, don't you?
No, not me, him. Oh, we do, but not me and him. It was with family. There was a fight that happened. A family member's baby father put their hands on Brandon, not once but twice, and a family member also put their hands on me one time. And that has been a big issue in our relationship because Brandon thinks that I don't have his back when it comes to them having their feelings or their ways or their disrespect towards him.
Okay. Why don't you tell me why you feel she doesn't have your back?
She lets her family
with the family.
disrespects me. I mean, they can say any and everything they want. She doesn't say anything to them.
Am I supposed to pull a switch out?
It's over Facebook. If she's allowing them to make accusations towards me on how I live my life or how am I treating her and not knowing, that's not right, or putting me down, or even for my cancer. The whole fight, the whole time, the guy was disrespecting my cancer. And I don't understand that. She just lets her family say whatever. I have a story, actually. It was a time me and her got up early in the morning, and she was being late for school, and I was doing everything I could to put everything together so this woman get to school on time. We get into argument, she says I'm trying to sabotage her from going to school. Her family jumps in, she lets her family pretty much just run the whole argument, just making it seem like I know what I was talking about, I'm the reason for her being late. The family she was asleep, she didn't know what was going on. She just heard us being loud and just accused me of everything. Instead of her being there for me like, you know, okay, it's both of us, she just let her family blame it on me.
Do you back him up when you, is your family,
Well, she's cut off.
Well, let me ask you this, is your family unusually aggressive?
Yeah.
Putting
Well, they're
hands
usually
on people?
Not that, well, yeah. But they're usually
Super.
judgmental.
Yeah.
Judgmental. Do you back your husband up when your family tries to judge him?
Don't worry, we'll wait.
I mean, I have his back. Where he's going, where it's like, just like the altercation that I just explained, the fight, he wants me to make them apologize. And if I can't make somebody apologize for something that they don't feel like they're sorry for, then what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say, hey, you need to apologize? And if you don't, I'm going to slap you. Like, what am I supposed to do?
What you're supposed to do is this, say, hey, that's my husband. And you can't come over here and disrespect him. If you can't treat him with respect, don't come by. Okay. That's what you do. That's it.
And we're both
I mean, I stopped talking to them. I cut them off.
You're both out of
both out of foster care. So I don't understand. Like we don't got no family. So once we got together.
So who are we talking about?
No, I'm saying
the family that I cut off.
Saying like growing up.
That's
like
what
growing
we're talking
up, us both being in foster care. You know, we didn't have family. Like me personally, I was abandoned, left on the street. She was adopted, so we grew up not really having support. They just were all fake. Her family was kind of in her life. They were kind of in my life. Once we got older, they showed their true colors from both of our story, point of views. So once we got together, here comes the family, trying to act like they're apart, like they've been there to fool both of us.
Just like your family.
Yeah.
Just like your family.
Like,
Your
so
mother,
they kind of washed their hands of you, and then you guys got together, and now they're...
And they're like, oh, we're a big,
system.
happy family, just like his family as well. I'm not going to disagree on that, his part.
And I hear what you're saying, and I can understand both of your resentment in that area, which is why I would even suggest more heavily that you two band together as the country Martin trip.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's those people did what they did, or and you grew up the way you grew up. You didn't have that strength and that that security and stability. He's trying to give that to you, and you should give that to him.
I understand
because
that.
Because everybody else is kind of flaky.
Me trying to check my family, though, it has been times. But if I didn't do it the way he wants to do it, I still didn't have his back.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You're right about that one. You're right.
I see what you're saying. I think you two are a nice couple. I think you're a little young and silly, even for 31, but you're a nice couple. What you guys need to figure out is how to have a marriage and how to have a family. And I don't think you know how to do it because you didn't get to grow up in it. It's a hard thing to do, getting two people in one space and decide jointly where they want to go and how they want to get there. You have to have a conversation about things, and you have a conversation about things and disagree and not get angry and not control one another and be out of each other's sight and still have faith and comfort that the other one is still there for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to be different about it. Ms. Martin, Ms. Tripp, you got an opportunity. You got an opportunity to build a family that you've never had before. Before you ever start yelling, fussing, cussing, or carrying on, you got to remember that he's your strongest support and she's your strongest support. You know, lay off of that stuff a little bit and be more supportive of his cancer. You know, care for him. Cancer is a very rigorous thing to fight, and you have to care for him and love on him and be on top of it and understanding about it and be really super grown about it. And I think he really loves you, and I think you really love him. You just have to learn how, I know what to do. I wrote a book called Making Marriage Work. Since you haven't seen a marriage that works, I'll give you a book about Ben. and then maybe maybe you can work it out.
Oh, that's perfect.
All right?
Thank you.
This matter is adjourned.
Today, we found out the judge said that we should trust one another and that we should be there for one another, that we should support one another, and I need to let her support me and stop being foolish. And I see I have been foolish.
The judge let me know to care more for my husband's cancer and to just be more understanding and for him to stop with his controlling ways.
Today on Divorce Court.
I was a dancer in the entertainment industry for about 6 years.
I feel like she was lying about her relationships with her clients. I felt maybe she could have been sleeping with them. So I just kind of want her to, just be honest with me, because I can take the honesty, just I can't put up with the lies.
I'm here today to tell the truth and expose it so I can get past this and become someone new. I believe that we can go forward. I see a brighter future ahead of us.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here today with Mercedes Tejerina and Jonathan Tejerina. You've been together for 6 years, but married only for the last year and a half, and you have no children together. Ms. Tejerina, why don't you tell me why you're here in divorce court today?
The reason why I'm here is to fix my marriage. Most importantly, out of all, I want to gain my husband's trust back. I want to learn how to communicate with my husband. My upbringing from my past was, I never learned how to be a wife. I didn't know how to be a wife.
Well, tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
I wasn't raised with a consistent upbringing. And I think it's important, the rules of marriage, the law of marriage, and that's what I want to learn. I'm here today to learn that. I'm here today to fix my marriage with my husband, to gain his trust, to gain his respect back.
How did you lose his trust?
I cheated, I lied, I was in the entertainment business for about 6 years, and being in the industry, the first thing that he told me, was to not sink in, to not fall in, and what did I do? I fell in. I became one of those people.
You were a dancer?
Yes, I was.
And you began to engage with the clientele?
Yes, clientele were speaking to me. I was everything they were telling me about my marriage, because I was over here telling my problems to people. I would let it sink in. When I come home, I wouldn't tell him. I drink behind his back. I would smell like alcohol. I wouldn't tell him, and I'd still hide it from him.
Right, yeah. So you had that club mentality.
Remember the lies.
Yes.
And you didn't just work there. You became part of it.
I did. I
Mr.
became part of
Tejerina,
it.
is that accurate?
Some. She lied a lot.
Well, tell me some of the things she lied about and some of the things she's done that caused you so much concern.
Maybe I can tell you some things she didn't lie about. That'd be easier.
Just give me an idea of what you've been dealing with.
Where did I start at? She lied about everything. The first things I started noticing her lie about is because I eat a lot, I consume a lot of food, so I noticed her hiding candy bar wrappers. I candy bar wrappers. I would ask her, what are these candy bar wrappers? You got some candy? I was like,
give me some.
Share some candy. And so I.
Well, no. Was she just hiding it? You just hiding it from you because you would eat it all?
Yeah.
Okay, I would think maybe that was the problem. But when I'd ask her, she would say, I don't know. Or she would say she just kind of
Your Honor, my confrontation is, I don't really have much communication.
She don't like confrontation.
Me and confrontation do not get along.
So you just let it, whatever happens, you just let it happen. You lie to get out of it.
She'll lie to get into it and lie to get out of it, but she couldn't lie out of a paper bag. She couldn't fight away out of a paper bag.
I got that. We went from stripping to candy bars.
But I'm saying that's where we began. That's where it began.
I mean, the lies were all over. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Right. It started from there.
Yeah. Were you comfortable with her being a stripper?
Very comfortable.
You didn't have any problems with it?
Why? I'm very comfortable with myself. I'm secure with my manhood. I'm very extra money. Let's do it.
My understanding is, however, you not hired someone, but got one of her co-workers to spy on her.
That was
for
after.
You. After what?
That was after I started having enough, and I started going like crazy up here, because all the lies, I started putting one and two together, what is real, what's fake.
Tell me a couple of lies, of the larger lies she told you that set up such distrust for you.
Were you sitting on guys' laps? And she was like, no. So I started going into the places, and I started acting like I was going home. She texted me, like, where you at? And I'm like, oh, I'm at home, but I really be in the club still.
And you looking right at her.
I'm looking, staring at her, and she'd be on the guy's laps, and she'd be like, I'm not.
And when you would confront her about it, what would she say?
She'd not answer sometimes. Most of the time, she wouldn't even answer.
Ms. Teherina, I understand you told that you cheated on him a week after you got married?
No, she told me about the lie after, but that's only because of what I said to get the lie out.
I mean, 2013, you know, I told my problems, you know, to a male figure. I let him get in my ear, and I mean, one thing led to another. And
one of the male figures.
So let's talk about this male figure. He was a guy you met at the club?
He looked just like me.
Actually, I was working at a sports canteen. I was working as a bartender.
Yeah, and what did he get in your ear about? What was he saying?
I mean, I looked down most of the time, and he'd be like, well, you know, are you okay? And are you in a relationship?
He was asking the same questions I would ask.
Yeah, and I mean...
And you were giving him an answer, but you wouldn't answer him.
I wasn't talking to my husband, you know. Before we even got married, I wasn't talking to my man. I was telling him because,
he was giving her money, basically. I mean,
I was afraid of talking to my husband.
Hang on, lay back a little bit. Lay back.
You know,
it's cool.
Our conversations will get heated because I'm over here not saying anything. I'm over here not talking because I'm afraid to express my feelings if they're gonna get more heated than they are.
Why were you comfortable expressing your feelings to this guy as opposed to your husband? Was it strictly a financial thing?
I needed somebody to hear me out, and at the same time,
why not him though?
I didn't think he would listen. I mean, I don't think he does listen to me. Every time I have something to say, you know,
she lied
my
about
opinion,
it.
like I don't think my opinion matters at all.
Do you think it's because you did lie to him so often?
Of course. I think every time that I lied, every time I said I don't know or I didn't have a clear answer, you know, I wouldn't trust anyone who would say that either, but I got caught up in my own lies. I knew if I said one thing, it would lead to all these other open lies coming out, and that's what I was afraid of.
Mr. Teherina, I understand your level of frustration and concern that you're living with a woman who's lying to you about everything.
You truly understand?
I do understand that. In response, you say he's become verbally abusive, and I want to talk about how things have turned and what he is saying to you. So what I think I got here is two people who didn't have any sort of communication and any sort of centrality, but are looking to press pause and start over again. Am I right about that?
Most definitely, yes.
I don't want to press pause because I can't forget about what she done.
Mrs. Teherina, why don't you tell me about how he speaks to you and how it makes you feel?
I mean, he's called me all kinds of names in the book. He's thrown objects at me. Sometimes I missed him. Sometimes he got me. And, you know, I didn't want things to get more than they already were. So I held myself back from even taking a step forward and talking to him.
Are you afraid of him physically?
I was.
Do you believe he could do you bodily harm?
I did think that. That's why I was afraid. I mean, I lied about having an emotional relationship with a 60-year-old guy because he was funding me and my house. You know, I needed the money to eat. We needed the money to do this. And that was one of my pet peeves with him is the money that I would bring home. I thought, you know, we set the money down, we calculate what we needed, but then he'd take out from what we needed to pay rent, to pay utilities, you know, like our phone bill, and he'd go purchase laptops or, you know, something to invest in. And
yeah, I know. You got an issue about that. His response to that is that you were making money off of that. You upgrade stuff and you sell them for more than you buy them for.
I mean, we can both agree now.
See, now I understand that. But then at the time, I felt like I had to work all the time.
That's because you weren't talking to him.
Yeah.
That's why you don't know what's going on, because you weren't talking to him. And I'll talk to you that about momentarily. Mr. Teherina, even though I understand your frustration, has it turned into an anger that is in some way abusive to her?
Well, it was, but it's no longer. We haven't really had that type of relationship lately. No, it's changed.
You've backed off of that?
Yes.
Because?
Well, she's come clean about a lot of stuff, and I feel a little bit more comfortable with her truth. But I mean, I'm still unclear about a lot of things, so I'm still questionable. I'm confused.
Is he right about that? That things have changed a little bit, and he's become less, you know, angry and verbally abusive?
Yes.
That it's become
because
a lot
of my
better?
response to him. Now I'm actually responding to him. You know, if he asks me a question, I'm responding. And besides back then, you know, he asked me a question, I'd just be like I didn't hear anything. I just pretend like he said something and just look the other way. Sometimes I would just look out the window when days out the window in a car.
Weeks out the window.
Weeks, you know, thinking about coming clean. Or thinking about, you know, I feel like I don't have nobody, and I feel like if I told him something, he wouldn't be there to listen to me, you know?
Why do you believe that? He's been with you for 6 years. He loved you enough to marry him. What was so frightening about opening up to that guy who did that?
I was aggressive. I probably was aggressive. I couldn't just say.
I was asking
okay,
her, and I can see you are aggressive.
I am, okay.
You jump. So you made it hard for her to tell you things because of your response.
She made it hard. I only turned out that way because of my upbringing. My upbringing was a little rough. The way that I would show love, the toughness.
Tough, yeah. There was no soft.
No, there was no
empathy
soft. There was no soft.
And love, and you found that difficult to deal with, so you chose simply not to talk.
Exactly. That's right.
Have you dealt with that issue?
Yeah, I've been dealing with it. I mean, I knew it was the only way that I knew fear could get a response. And since she wasn't giving me no response, fear was what I did to give me a response, and it worked. I mean, obviously it worked. But now I changed the routine because she actually gave me the responses I was looking for. You know.
So what I think I got here is two people who didn't have any sort of communication and any sort of centrality, but are looking to press pause and start over again. Am I right about
Most
that?
Definitely, yes.
I don't want to press pause because I can't forget about what she done. I can't.
But do you want to progress in this
Most
marriage?
definitely, yes, I do.
I mean, press pause in that we're going to stop doing the dumb things that we were doing and the things that aren't working, and we're going to try to make things work.
Most definitely. I'm down with that.
I got you.
There's no man in their right mind that would spend that much, over a year, in a relationship and not get nothing in advance.
Some men do pay a lot of money just for that emotional thing, talking. They don't want to talk to their wives. They want to talk to somebody who's not going to nag them, who's not going to bother them, who they, you know, she's pretty, she's young, and they do pay for that. Mr. Tejerina, let me ask you a question. Do you take criticism well?
Very well.
Does he?
He does. He's actually, he's taught me a lot in the years of being with him. Not only criticism, he's taught me a lot of things that I wasn't taught as growing up as a youth. You know, who I am today, he's taught me sales, he's taught me a lot. Back then, I didn't feel equal to him. That's why I wasn't talking to him. I didn't feel like I earned my position. Now that I do.
What do you need from her?
Honesty.
To help turn this thing around?
I need some honesty. I need some truth.
Is there something you can turn to her and ask her so we can get the truth of it right here and now?
I don't know about the men. I don't know about the men. I want to know if she slept with those men. That's what I want to know about.
I didn't sleep with nobody.
I want to know what man she slept with. I want to know which one it was. I want to know if some of the lies I might have asked her about, you know, she knows of certain ones. I mean, I just want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. I want to be clear about that so that if someone to walk up to me off the street and be like, I know something about your wife, and be like, don't worry, I know it too. But I can't do that because people know more about her than I do.
Than you do.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can confess to right now? Give him some clarity on something that you didn't tell him?
I didn't sleep with nobody. I did have emotional, you know, connections with some clients that were in there paying me for my time. But my time was my communication with them. And that communication was consistent of my relationship, mostly half the time sitting there talking with them.
Do you believe that or not?
No, not at all.
And until she confesses
there was too much money. There's too much money. There's too much money.
Too much money for that?
There's no man in their right mind that would spend that much, over a year, in a relationship and not get nothing in advance. Mm-hmm. Ain't true.
So you're saying if she doesn't come clean and tell you who she slept with, you're out the door.
I'm prepared to leave. Yeah, I'm prepared to leave.
You're ready to go.
Yeah. Because we're married now, so obviously, like, you know, the bond is stronger. So I just want to know so that we're clear, so that there's nothing that someone can use against us to break us up.
So what if there isn't anything? You know, some men.
Then shame on me then.
No shame.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no shame on you. What I'm trying to do is get you what you want.
Right.
And I want everything out on the table, but she can't put something on the table that she hasn't got.
Right.
And Some men do pay a lot of money just for that emotional thing, talking. They don't want to talk to their wives. They want to talk to somebody who's not going to nag them, who's not going to bother them, who they, you know, she's pretty, she's young, and they do pay for that.
But
there are guys who do that.
I can understand why he doesn't trust that, because the whole time I was lying to him.
It took over a year and a half.
How much money are we talking about?
Thousands.
Here? Thousands. How many? 2,000?
Let's say in the time since we've been together, and that she's actually been in the field. I mean, we're talking over 50 grand, 60 grand.
Over 6 years?
I mean, no, altogether, I'd say, because she only did it on the weekends. I mean, she only did it on Fridays, Saturdays, then it moved to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then it moved to Sundays, too.
Right.
Then it started being like, okay, well, the money slowed down, but your time in there started increasing. So I'm like, I started getting confused, like, all right, you want to spend...
She became comfortable there. That was her safe zone. That's her safe zone, and that's where she stayed.
Every time we had an argument, I was looking forward to going over there just to tell somebody what we argued.
Looking forward, she was already ready on Thursday to go Friday.
Yeah, because that's where she was comfortable. If you want this marriage to work, you have to rest in whatever truth she tells you. She can't make something up to fit what you believe in your head. She has lied to you. She has made you feel insecure. She has been untruthful. She has trusted other people more than you. She's really walled herself off, and you have every reason in this world to be mistrustful and angry and resentful. I believe that completely. But the decision you have to make is this. Either I'm going to put that away and start anew, or I'm going to roll. Because you can't stay angry about it and stay with her, because the relationship won't work.
Most definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's a decision you got to make. You've got to believe what she's just told you, that she's put it out there, and just rest comfortable with it. And let it go.
So I got a question then.
Sure.
Based on all the information and evidence that I got, I haven't showed her a lot of the stuff because I'm waiting for her. I'm giving her the ability to tell me on her own. How could I trust any more than, I mean, I don't want to.
Because you have more evidence on her now, so you believe she isn't coming clean.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Mr. Hedder, you got to come clean on everything. And I mean everything.
And I'm willing to go through time. I'm willing to take time.
This is what he told me. He said he had somebody in the club spying on me. He said that there was that this female that was not me got into customers' cars and were leaving from the club. I've never left with any customer. I've never slept with any customer. I've actually sat there and gave them my time to make them feel like they were some kind of special. And I kept them coming. Yeah, I tell them I work tomorrow. I tell them I work this day. Come and see me on these days. I did say that.
I got you. I mean, you two need to go into counseling because, you know, it's far more than I can do for you here. It's salvageable, no doubt, but you have to change so dramatically. You have to be so over the top with the amount of information you give him, make him feel comfortable about where you're going, what you're doing, answering his questions. Don't even make him ask. You know, fill him in, tell him about your day. You got to be over the top with it for a while to give this man some comfort and relief. And if there's any little itty-bitty wrong that you did, dig them all up and throw them all out there. Because I think he's one of the few guys that could honestly handle the truth and leave it there if he feels like he's gotten it all. That's what I think. But I don't know. I wish you the best. You guys need to go to couples counseling because I can't, you know, I ain't got the time to do it, but I wish you the best, and I think you're a guy that can get past that if you become the woman that allows him to do that, all right?
I'm willing to do that.
Best of luck to the both of you. This matter is adjourned.
To gain his trust back, I need to, you know, be open with him, open communication, something that I haven't done in the past with him. And it's something that's going to be new. You know, it's going to take a lot, but I'm willing to do it. Now I gotta speak up. I'm gonna talk to him.
You can't have a marriage without trust. So hopefully we can build the trust back. I think we can work this out.
Today on Divorce Court.
Lionel goes out all night and doesn't come home till the morning, and I don't feel like he's there for me.
I feel I've given so much to this woman and my family, yet she still doesn't show me any respect, and I'd be damned if I'm not the king of my castle.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he is or who he's with. So I'm not gonna sleep with a man that I can't trust.
You know, this world is a really hard place, you know, and I just want peace. And if I can't have peace in our home, then I will take care of my kids and find somewhere else to have peace.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with Keontae Alexander and Lionel Ulmer. The two of you are trying to decide whether or not you're going to get married. You're both of reasonable age, 37 and 48. You've been together for 10 years. Still can't decide whether you should get married. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Alexander. Why don't you tell me, though you've been together 10 years and though you love him, why you have concerns about this union?
Well, the reason why I have concern about it is because in the 10 years that we've been together, there's been infidelity on his part, not on my part. Our lack of communication towards each other, our intimacy has took a drastic. Just stop. Yeah.
Just stop?
Well, not stop, but just.
There's not much.
Yeah, it's not much anymore as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
that's enough right there. We can work with that list right there, Mr. Ulmer. Do you admit to any infidelities on your part, or do you believe that she is unnecessarily jealous?
Well, yes, Your Honor, I do believe that. I also do admit to cheating emotionally, and I explain that to Keontae.
Okay, tell me how you cheated emotionally.
You know, Keontae was my best friend. You know, I confided in her in every which way, but when she started bringing all our problems to the bedroom and just in our house, in our everyday, you know, 24/7, you know, those problems were never reset. You know, I met someone and we talked, never sexually, just as friends, you know, and I confided in her and I talked to her, believe it or not, about Keontae and myself. Mm-hmm. Keontae talked to this young lady and she told her that we didn't have sex.
The only reason why she talked to me is because we were on date night and the lady approached us while we were on our date and was like, so this is the reason why you can't call me and all this because you're with her, speaking about me. And I'm looking at her like, who are you? And I'm looking at him like, who is this? Why does she feel comfortable to become?
She come in and confront you.
No, she confronted him
about you.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting there looking for him to explain something, say something. Still nothing. He just laughing about it. So the lady proceeds on telling me like they had a relationship for over a year. Okay, over a year. And in that year, I had ended up getting pregnant. Had our third child, which was our youngest, and I mean, just
Mr. Ulmer, your story kind of blew up on you then. Did
Your Honor.
Did that occur? Did that occur? Did that woman step to you at the restaurant and say, so this is the reason why you can't call?
Yes, ma'am, she did. But, you know, in my defense, I didn't do anything physical with her. And secondly, the reason why she was that way is because she wanted to be with me. And when I found out her intentions, I stopped talking to her. And her friends seen me with her
Let me tell you something, Mr. Ulmer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to choose to believe you and give you some advice.
Okay.
Whenever you bring your problems with your wife to a single woman, she's trying to get you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what she's trying to do. Mm-hmm. More likely than not. And you talk to a married woman and all this kind of stuff, but, you know, if she's single and out there, you know, she see, he might get freed up. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Ulmer, can you talk to me about the lack of intimacy in your marriage?
Yes, there isn't.
There isn't a lack of intimacy, or there isn't any intimacy?
There isn't any intimacy.
What happened?
She just brings everything, our problems to the bedroom, you know, and I feel like this. Keontae, she puts everything in one basket, you know, so it's her responsibility, our sex life, the way she feels about me, her temperament, her attitude, everything is just in one basket. But I'm saying if we making you know, a move towards the future, at what point do we push reset? Now,
in other words, she never forgives you for anything.
Never.
That's not. No.
Is that true?
No, that's not true. I forgive him for a lot of things. Like I forget, but when he constantly keeps doing the same thing over and over and over, it's hard to.
Well, give me another infidelity story.
Okay. I was going. 2011. I was going to school, and we. Of course, I probably shouldn't, but I snuck and looked in his phone, you know, because I had already had my feelings or whatever.
Everybody in here does it to you. Go ahead.
And I found other numbers. I found other numbers and things, and I happened to call the girl. You know, she was honest. She said nothing happened between them, but you know, it was late night. Another night, he went out, and him and the girl was talking or whatever, and then there's just like, there's so many, and then I feel like the girl.
I'm going to relieve you there for a moment. Mr. Ulmer, do you have a whole lot of women friends and engage in friendships and meaningful relationships with other women, even though they may not be sexual?
No. Well, I guess that's kind of, can you say no and yes?
I'm going to let you and see if you can back it up. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I say no because my heart and everything is with Keontae, but I say yes in the fact that it's sad to say this, but you know, if you work 120 hours in 1 week and you have this person who's just friendly and just talk to you, you know, I miss that sometimes. I mean, I'm worn, I'm beat to the ground, you know, with all my money going to my family and everything.
Listen, both of you are right and both of you are wrong, and it's neither one of y'all's fault, and I'm gonna tell you how to fix it. Whether I just think you should marry or not, I can tell you how to fix that. I see that right there.
Last year we planned on getting married. We were supposed to go to Vegas, have our bachelor party Saturday, get married on Sunday. Then we were supposed to leave Monday and go to Puerto Rico. All of a sudden he was like, no, we're not going to Puerto Rico. Me and the boys planned on going to Puerto Rico. After that,
let me let him explain that. How did that happen? Ms. Alexander, you say he goes out at all hours of the night and comes home all hours in the morning. Is that true?
Yeah, there'll be times when he'll go out. He's got this one friend that he'll go out with, and he'll leave about 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then I already know the whole routine because he'll be nice to me that whole day and everything, like try to sugarcoat it. And then give me my kids before he leaves. And then he'll be like, I'll be back. His be back is 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, what are you doing? And then when I stopped trying to confront him about it because it's no use. Because it's always, well, your attitude, I always get the blame for why he stayed out all night.
Why he stays out all night. Mr. Ulmer, do you go out and stay out all night a lot?
Well, no, I don't think so because I'll give you an example, Your Honor. If I leave at 11 or 12 at night because actually the party is from 1 to 5, then I won't leave at 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
You have people who've had parties from 1 to 5?
Well, yeah.
Right, you feel me?
Yeah.
Really?
I'll give you an example. My buddy, he had a masquerade party. His party was from 1 to 5 because
in the morning?
Yeah, because he turned 50 at, say, the 13th. So he wanted to start his party the second he turned 50. So
I got you. 1 to 5.
But you know, Your Honor, I want to have fun, and I took Keontae. If you asked her and I, when we went out, like I told you, the lady accosted us at 3:45 in the morning. So the thing, which this is something I even preach to all my friends. Your woman can't get mad at you if you take her out and show her where you are and how you can stay out to 5. So I've taken Keontae out too many times, and me and her came home at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So
I hear what you're saying to me, Mr. Ulmer. Ms. Alexander, you say that he turned a honeymoon weekend into a weekend for the guys.
Okay, we were last year we planned on getting married. This was the itinerary. We were supposed to go to Vegas. Have our bachelor party Saturday, get married on Sunday. Then we were supposed to leave Monday and go to Puerto Rico. I was talking to my family about it. And then all of a sudden he was like, no, we're not going to Puerto Rico. Me and the boys planned on going to Puerto Rico. I said, how you and the boys plan on going to Puerto Rico when that was supposed to be our honeymoon to go? And so after that, let me let him explain that. How did that happen?
When we first made this thing, me and my buddy had already planned to go to Puerto Rico as a guy's trip, as a bachelor party.
Right.
And then I was taking Keontae to Hawaii. So we were supposed to elope to Vegas, have all our friends come there, then we were gonna go to Hawaii. But see, you know, that's the vindictiveness that I can't take. Once she felt however she felt, because I will not disrespect this courtroom, but Puerto Rico in Labor Day weekend, it's when everybody goes there.
Right.
Superstars, everybody. So they named it something, her and her friends. And they collectively got together and male bashed me to where she turned it around and said that I was supposed to take her to Puerto Rico.
Because that's what he said. We were supposed to go to Puerto Rico.
Well, did you ever have a discussion about Hawaii?
After he made up this whole, it came a boys thing. So then we were supposed to go to Hawaii. But then I said, forget it. If I can't go where it's supposed to be my way, and if I can't go where I want to go, which was Puerto Rico, because he was like, because this his thing. Like, if he goes somewhere for the first time, he wants to take me with him. But how did it turn into, okay, that'd be the first time you went to Puerto Rico, but you want to take your boys? It didn't even make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm so done with Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Last year I had surgery. I had brain surgery. I was in there for a total of 7 days. He came one time while I was in there. And then when I got out of the hospital, he brought me home and he had to go to work. Okay, you should have took that day off.
Do you feel like you were there for her, or did she just, is her perception of what you did wrong? Mr. Ulmer, you were dying to say something. What is it?
You know, for me, the two biggest things I'm here is, one, because I totally respect you and I love how you straight down the middle. And we agreed that whatever you come up with, that's my final draw, because I feel that she is just so ungrateful, and it's her way. I made a monster out of this woman, and it's my fault because I adhere to everything that she wants, and the moment that I don't, then it's temper tantrum, there's no cleaning, there's no loving,
sex,
there's no
nothing.
affection.
Everything is shut down.
Most women, they say, I'll still do my job, and you sleep on the couch.
Okay. So, Mrs. Alexander, I understand that you don't feel that he was supportive when you had brain surgery. Am I right?
Yeah, I have what it's called chiari malformation, and which I had to have. Last year I had surgery. I had brain surgery. He took me, stayed there until I got out. I was in there for a total of 7 days. A day and a half in ICU, and the rest on the regular floor. He came one time while I was in there. I respect the fact that he works, he takes care of us, but still, you work at night, you wake up in the morning, and you know what I'm saying? You wake up, and then when I got out of the hospital, he brought me home, and he had to go to work. Okay, you should have took that day off. You should have took that day off. I just got out of the hospital. My head split all the way. You know what I'm saying? I got steri strips from down to the middle of my neck, and I got to still. You left my.
No, I got the picture.
Right.
I got the picture. I understand. I want to get Mr. Ulmer's side. Did you hear what she just said? Do you feel like you were there for her, or did she just? Is her perception of what you did wrong?
Yeah, and I was there for her in all other ways versus being in a hospital, because I was executive chef at a company where I had to work there 60, 70 hours a week, and then I had to come home, and she's in the hospital, so I have to attend to my children, and I have to, if you know, they want you right back to work at 7. So I was there in every way that I could be there for her. But
so you were holding down the fort.
But it hurt me to my heart to see her, so I refused. I mean, I didn't refuse, but I'm saying I can make sure that her kids was right. I can make sure that her house was right. I can make sure her bills was paid, that she come home to lights and everything else. But no, I did not want to see her with no 17 gashes in her head and no bandages on her head. I just wanted to know that.
You know what, Mr. Ulmer, you got to man up at times like that. You really, really do. And I understand that you have to hold down the fort and all that kind of stuff, and he probably couldn't come and see you as often as you would like, but he couldn't come and see you sometime. And that was wrong. You know, you man up. If it's something ugly or something hard to look at, it's something difficult to see, what are you going to do? Your kid, knocks his head open, he's bleeding. Oh, I don't want to look at it. You can't do that. You got to be a man. That's when being a man counts. You understand what I'm saying? As bizarre as it may seem, I like you two, and I think you two can be good together. And I think I understand the nature of the problem. What happened was, whether or not he was unfaithful in the beginning, I don't know. The chicken and the egg, you know, sometimes you don't know what comes first, but at some point you became jealous, insecure, and angry. And all that anger became constant, and it didn't just revolve around the one issue. It shut you down completely emotionally from him. You didn't have no holler for him in any way, shape, or form because you were angry and you were hurt. And so this man, without any emotional connection to you, says, well, I got to get it somewhere. Then he goes talk to a woman. You find out he's talking to that woman. You get mad all over again. And you shut down. And in every way, shape, and form. And he got not saying that he's right to talk to these other women, but after a while, it becomes a revolving circle. You can't get off angry, and you can't get no love, and you can't get together. I believe he's right when he says we need to press the reset button. I believe you should say, you know what? From today forward, I'm not going to talk about any of that other stuff he did. Not going to do it. And from today forward, I'm going to make sure that I have enough presence in my home before you have presence out with your boys. You might not be able to do everything that you want all of the time, but you're going to have to spend extra time with her, letting her know that she's the number one chicken in your life because she is very, very insecure. And you can change that. You have the power to do it. And then what you do is you have a conversation with the man about your concerns instead of just shutting him off. You know, don't push him into the street. Say, I'm hurt by, and then you can talk about it. But if you can't get over your hurt now, what's the point in staying? He'll never be emotionally satisfied, and you'll never be emotionally satisfied. I don't think it's not fixable. You have to decide from today forward, I'm going to live this different life. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not a bad dude. Mm-hmm. And she's not a crazy chick. She's coming off as a crazy chick and too much, but you can stop that. You won't be able to do it right away, but you need to walk yourself off that crazy and allow him to love you again. You with me?
Yes.
Because you love him, you want him, right?
Very much.
You don't like it is, right?
No.
So the only thing you have the power to change is you. So change you. What's the worst that could happen? He stays the way he is and you bounce. Or he could like the new you.
Yes.
Did you hear anything I said before all that?
Yes, ma'am. Totally.
Did you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to call you in 2 months. What you going to have to say?
Probably thank you.
I'm going to give you this marriage certificate because I want you to go to marriage counseling before you use it. Let it expire, please, because you're not ready to do it. But once it expires, you go to marriage counseling, get it right, and then get it together. This matter is adjourned.
Thank you.
Well, we have a lot of adjustments to make before we get married. I have to be more at home and be more involved and show her she's my #1 priority.
And I need to be less insecure and start trusting him more and be more open and communicate better.